morning, Jim.
Good morning.
I'm in the back door, but since we parked back there, that's where you were looking for you. You're taking a tour?
Yeah, the light is so beautiful this morning. Good morning, friend.
Yeah. That's where we stopped at the Cracker Barrel.
That's what she said. She said, oh, I said, I don't think so. I think they're in Indianapolis. And she said, oh, they ate at Cracker Barrel and Lafayette.
Yes, we decided not to go any further, and I saw a Cracker Barrel, so we went there for. We had breakfast for dinner.
Oh, my goodness.
And I see threads that need to be cut right here.
What's the French say? Did it rain at the hotel?
Yeah, it was raining this morning. The trees are just...
We were sitting in this back room here yesterday where we have, during the summertime, we eat our meals, and there was an oil in this tree. We'll walk on over here and you'll see it. This is a juniper.
Yeah.
Now this is a golden rain tree. I don't know whether you've seen this before or not.
Golden rain.
Yeah, and you see there's another one right there behind the house. That tall tree there, you see the yellow?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that tree.
They're not in full bloom yet.
Yeah,
It'll be 2 or 3 days before they're in full bloom.
I know that tree.
Now here's the dawn redwood.
The dawn redwood, yeah. And what bird it makes its nest out of this?
Goldfinches.
Goldfish. That's our state bird.
No. They take material off of it.
Material off it.
Yeah. No, it's just a sparrow-sized bird.
And you, these came up naturally? What?
Yes. I'll show you the.
It's magnificent, Arvin.
Well, I've never seen one that big, ever. I've seen them all my life, you know. The problem is that it's like so many things in the plant world. If it isn't one of the plants that you can eat and plant in a field and cultivate, and people don't care if it goes extinct, you know?
Yeah.
And so some of these plants are becoming, some plants probably have become extinct and others getting close to it. You wouldn't think that a wild plant, which people call weeds, would ever go extinct. But with the way we operate today in agriculture, I think they're in danger of it.
I was passing through the library last week, and there's a little book by Tolstoy. It's called Haji Marat. It's the last work that he wrote.
Who?
Tolstoy, the Russian.
Oh yeah, yes.
And last years of his life, he was walking through a field, and he came upon a Tartar thistle, and it had been broken by a plow. And he started thinking of this mountain man, Haji Marat. He's in history, a historical figure. Okay. And he was one of the first, they were one of those guys, those tribal people who fought the Russians, you know, now they're fighting us. But this thistle got him thinking about Haji Marat. And the will of the thistle to survive itself.
There you go. Well, this is it. It takes tremendous destructive force to destroy any natural plant.
Yeah.
This is what makes it so serious, don't you think?
Yeah.
That man is bringing all this destructive force against them.
And he sees this thistle that had
Yeah.
been broken.
Yeah.
And he said, I've got to write this. And so he wrote about this man who defended himself against the empire, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, wow, it's just to have you show me this. It's just amazing.
I knew you'd appreciate it. I appreciate it because, as I say, I've seen these all my life, but I've never seen one like that.
Often had this connection with you and Thoreau, but now I've got you with Tolstoy.
Oh.
Well, here's a blossom.
Uh-huh.
Well, you are growing magnificent thistles.
Yeah. Only you would appreciate it.
Yeah,
I don't think any of the other
well,
relatives will.
well, I envy all those needles. How is that great big tree in the forest that fell over here? That
both halves of it. Let's see, the first half fell in 12, and the second half fell in 14, and it won't take it very many years, and it'll be pretty well decayed.
okay.
Decayed from the inside out anyway.
Right. What was that tree?
It was a red oak.
The red oak. And you had a guy who wanted to
Yeah.
buy that wood from you.
Yes.
Going. I quit using down pillows because I thought I was allergic.
Uh-huh.
So it's some kind of a substitute, man-made product.
To the edge. I'm getting it okay, but I got started working on the flower sets and the leaves and couldn't stop.
I asked Karen, what color of green would you call that? I think they're two different color greens, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I think there's some different in here too.
And there's actually, yes, there is. There's a different green. There's a different cream. I mean, just random in there. She probably ran out of what she had. And then I noticed a mistake, but I couldn't tell you where it's at.
Well, and there's supposed to be one in every quilt?
Well, there's plenty in there now.
Okay.
It's just,
Then we won't worry about hers then, will we?
and I was glad a lot of her hexagons are not foil exactly. It's like, oh,
They're
I'm
not
so
square.
glad. Yeah, they're not square. And I've challenged Mary. I put a few little odd, I don't do a hexagon, absolutely every one I will take and quilt along with a flower, a little flower, or a leaf or a stem that's in there. So.
Peonies that used to be on Mom's grave. Should have reviewed my ancestry. Forums are in the There's an Ayers.
What's across the street now? I mean, what part of the family?
I think all my aunts and uncles are over there. Just the turn. Marjorie and Uncle Herman. And Edna, Uncle Frank. My cousin Sherman. They're down closer to this side. There's more Huffords and Ayers. Everett's. That's my Aunt Marjorie. Uncle Herman. That's Mary's parents. Sherman must be down here further. That's Aunt Marjorie over there, and Uncle Gerald and Junior and Virginia. Hammerhorn. That was a doctor in Brownsburg that treated me for hives. My legs and feet were so swollen I could hardly walk.
How old were you?
I was back here by myself, so I was in grade school.
How'd you get back here?
I flew, and Aunt Marjorie and Uncle Herman picked me up in Chicago.
You flew on your own?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was right around here. Sherman must be down here further. That's Aunt Marjorie over there, and Uncle Gerald and Junior and Virginia. Thank you.
I was just telling her I should have bought that instead of that.
Well, it's a rental. I don't think it was down this far, and it's black, so took a picture at the cemetery, and it is a picture of the tombstone of my great-grandfather's brother. And he was in Andersonville prison during the Civil War.
What was his name?
I'm trying to remember. Harvey is my great-grandfather. And might be Henry. I'd have to look at the picture again. And his wife was Amelia E. Turpin. And it was our Aunt Ellen, great Aunt Ellen. And Mary and Arvin have their table. I think it has 17 leaves in it. Maybe it's 14 leaves. But it's still being used daily.
That's the table we sit at?
The dining table.
How many leaves are in it now?
I don't know.
Well, there certainly aren't 17.
No.
She has all of them?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to see some of those leaves.
It's been set up before when we've been back there with, I think, all the leaves in it. They're not leaves like we think of, you know, that are about this wide. They're more like 10 inches, the way I remember it.
When it fits in that living room?
Yes.
And how many people have sat around that table?
Oh, I bet there have been 20, maybe. 8 to 10 on a side.
And how old
Well,
is that table?
when was the Civil War?
It's still going on.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Have you ever seen pictures from Andersonville prison?
Yes. I did a story on it, or a report on it, when I was in grade school.
After you'd been back here?
Yes. And Aunt Marjorie sent me the Turpin book, because the story was in the Turpin book about him being in the prison. So we'll get out the Turpin book when we get home. There are 12 leaves to this table that was her aunt, our Aunt Ellen's. But there's only 10 in right now. If there were 12, you'd have to take this table out.
Okay, and this is a Civil War table.
Yes, yes.
And these chairs also?
I don't know. Looks like they're.
They say sit down, sit down.
Yep, up for grabs except these two right here.
That's you and Mary, right? Well, I'll go ahead and sit next to her.
Did you get the barn in the video?
Mm-hmm. A different day. Who made that quilt that you and Gail had out there with on the floor?
Well, I believe Mary's Aunt Grace, actually Arvin's Aunt Grace, made the quilt top.
Uh-huh.
And it needed to be put together with the batting and the quilt backing.
I love the way that you and Gail and Mary talked about that, the quilt and those pieces. How old do you think it is?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember what
Okay.
she said.
When did you start going back to Indiana?
Initially,
Yeah.
when I was in grade school,
Okay. You went back this summer in 2018. How many times have you gone back in the last 15 years?
every year
Every year.
or every other year, depending on when the reunion was. The reunion is only going to be every other year.
It's so wonderful to see your family, see your mother in your face as you mature.
There aren't that many people left that do that.
But the ones who do really, they really
No, I don't
get it.
I don't get that anymore.
Okay. Well, Jim gets it. Mary gets it.
Yeah.
Mary and Arvin have been real gifts to our whole family.
They have been.